First of all, there is no specific, search filter on LinkedIn through which you can easily, segregate the search based on the gender, because there are so many businesses on LinkedIn that wants to target a specific gender. Could be male or could be female. In this particular video, we're going to target females, but yes, you can basically, follow the same algorithm to find males on LinkedIn as well. So these are the various parameters that we're going to follow. First one we have is we're gonna fetch some groups that are related to women's, because there only women's will be the participant. Second, we're gonna segregate some of the colleges that are related to women's. Third, we're gonna use their first name combination that gonna yield only women's in the search heads. And then we're gonna use some key terms like her, she, herself to basically get only girls or women's in the search list. And then we're gonna do some Google advanced searches in order to scrap all the LinkedIn profiles of women's or girls. So the first function that we have in order to find women's on LinkedIn is to basically explore some relevant groups where only there are women's or girls. For that, all you need to do is to type in this particular search term on LinkedIn, and then you need to go to this group section, and then you would be able to find all the relevant groups where women's are added, and hence you would be able to find women's only. Here you will see 49,000 members are women's in this particular group. And then here as well, human woman unofficial, here also you can able to find 37,000 members who are only women's. So this is the first way in order to find women's on LinkedIn with respect to the groups. Second way is basically with respect to the colleges. For example, you need to just hit this particular search term, that colleges for women, and then Google gonna present with you all the colleges. All you need to do is to copy the college of any particular organization, and then you need to basically in the search bar type in that college. You will be presented with the college page, and then from there basically you would be able to explore all the employees are basically the students that are currently studying with this particular college. And because this college is for women, so majority of the student that you will get, the 306 hits, could gonna be women's only. So this is also a way in order to find women's on LinkedIn. Another way that's an interesting way is, first of all, you need to remove this particular filter. Let me do that. So another way to do this is to go here, schools, and then just like the last way we did, we wrote that term women's, and then here we need to write college for women. So what eventually will happen, instead of using that Google search hit, you can actually find all the colleges that are on LinkedIn and have around a good amount of women's basically studying in there. So this is the power of basically using different terms of search terms in order to find the gender based search on LinkedIn. This particular page has been open. All you need to do, just like the last way, you need to click on this see all 232 employee, and then you would be able to basically see all the women's that are basically currently with this particular college. So this is the second way. First is groups, second is colleges, third we have is an interesting function where what we're gonna do is, let me just reset this particular search filter. We're gonna use combination of different first names that are pertaining to women's only. For example, need to go to this all filter section, and then you basically need to go the first name filter. Here you will see. So for that you need to basically find out a list of first name that are generally being used by women's only. For example, here you can see Radhika. You can write another name like Prerna. You can write another name like Pallavi. You can write another name let's say Garima. So you need to basically use this or filter, which gonna tell LinkedIn that what, LinkedIn, bring me all those profiles, could be of Pallavi, could be of Garima. Okay, and then you can basically restrict your search with respect to any other filter that is of relevance to you, and then you need to basically show results. So what eventually will happen, all the LinkedIn profiles which have this first name gonna present here. Because these first name are generally used by women's only, you would be able to find this particular searches. So in order to find the list of names, you can search for various websites that provide list for suggested names of girls. From there you can basically pick all those names, and then all you need to do is to basically add all those names here in the first name with or function, and then you would be able to get all the LinkedIn profile. In this particular short search term that we have used, we are able to find around 1 lakh plus LinkedIn profiles. Another way to do this is what generally happen, the example that we seen recently as well. Girls generally use a term like she or her in their LinkedIn profile. Okay, so you can basically search for such profiles using this particular term. They may use such term in their first name or it could be in their last name. Generally it is in their last name. So let's see how many hits we gonna get. Oh, MG. So we are getting around 1 lakh plus hits using this particular search term as well. So this is another way to basically, go about searching for women's or girls on LinkedIn. This sort of knowledge I am pretty much sure you may not be able to find anywhere on the internet in terms of, finding these particular profiles on LinkedIn. Another way, that's the last way to basically find search girls on LinkedIn, is to do the Google advanced search. Let me show you how. Let's imagine a scenario that you can't do more searches on LinkedIn because LinkedIn has restricted your searching by saying that you are a power searcher. Better you buy a LinkedIn premium or do the searches next month. So for that you can take use of Google as well, because Google crawls all the LinkedIn profiles and present them on their LinkedIn on Google search page. For that you need to use this particular function, site linkedin.com/in, and then you need to write in title, this should be she, this should be her. Then eventually what will happen, all the girl or women's profile would be there. Same way, the first name filter that we have used, you can use that particular function as well. For example, Radhika, or you can ask Prerna. So all such profiles would be there. Okay, so this is an alternate to LinkedIn if your LinkedIn is restricted with respect to a power searcher or something like that, and then you basically can use such Google algorithm as well. One more thing I would like to highlight, one way to go about all these 37,000 profiles is basically approach each and every profile individually and then send out connect request to them. What if I say you can basically scrap all these 37,000 LinkedIn profiles within minutes? Yes, that's possible. This is something which I recommend to my LinkedIn Pro Sales Automation users, that first of all get yourself added in those on those particular groups and then scrap all the LinkedIn profiles of that particular group members. Segregate all the irrelevant LinkedIn profiles, because it may happen that in that particular group there are people coming from different countries, but you want to target only the women's that are basically Indian. So you can segregate all those LinkedIn profiles with respect to that country function and then set all the LinkedIn profiles on automation. That is something which I am currently doing. So what I did, I basically extracted around I believe, yes, around 1295 LinkedIn profiles of various people in the business development coming from different business development background, and then I set them on connection automation. Here you will see I have set them an automation with respect to their first name and with respect to their profile title. Now this is something that is automatic. What I have asked the tool, that tool, get their profile title and get their first name in my LinkedIn connection message and send it across, and this is working really great for me. So I am doing my regular work during the daytime and I'm getting a lot of inbound leads during my day work. Here you will see all the LinkedIn profiles that I have sent the connect request are getting accepted and I am getting a lot of inbound interest. And then I have set another message automation to these LinkedIn profile elaborating about my workshop. So if you think that this is something which is in line with your business and you want to really generate a lot of leads on LinkedIn, then I would highly recommend that you go about this LinkedIn Pro Sales Automation workshop that is available in just $699. There is another 20% cashback if you complete the workshop and submit a video testimonial to me. So if you are someone who has found this video while searching for how to find a date on LinkedIn, then consider checking out our playlist as well, where we have a lot of knowledge sharing video presentation with respect to LinkedIn 7 days workshop, where we talk about how to generate unlimited leads, how to get jobs and everything around it. We have a separate playlist section for job support and career development, where we talk about companies, business model. We have a different section for Startup Hub, where you will get a lot of information about different startups that are existing in the industry. All the best with your business, that is with respect to a gender based search. If you think that this video has basically helped you in your long run, then consider hitting liking the video and subscribing to this channel as well. Till then, namaskar.